Hello everybody, the MLB season is beginning to come to a close and I have my updated player predictions to share with you guys, so let's get into it. Starting off in the American League, right now the American League Central pretty much already decided the White Sox are going to win that. The AL West pretty much already decided as well that Astros are going to win that, so I do think the Astros as the 1 seed, White Sox are the 2 seed. After that, it comes really close. The AL East, this is a bold prediction, there's 4 really good teams in the AL East and only 3 of them can make it in. I think the Rays are going to make it in. I think the Yankees are going to make it in. And I think the Blue Jays are going to inch their way past the Red Sox and get that second wild card. So I'm going to predict that the Yankees win the AL East. The Rays get the number 1 wild card. The Blue Jays get the number 2. Red Sox finish in the 6th seed. Athletics in the 7th seed. And my Seattle Mariners probably finishing in the 8th seed. Maybe 9th. Them and the Angels are pretty close. But that doesn't matter now. Talk about the NL. NL is really close as well. I am going to predict the Giants are going to lose the NL West to the Dodgers in the final week of the season. The Dodgers will win the NL West. They're going to get hot, and they're going to win the NL West. The Giants are going to be number 2, Padres number 3. All 3 teams make the playoffs. And then obviously the Brewers are going to win the Central and get the number 2 seed. And the number 3 seed, I do think it's going to be the Atlanta Braves. They're 1 game out of first place right now in the East. They're playing really hot. They've been my prediction to win the NL East all season, and now they are finally getting hot, so I think that prediction is going to come true. So now that we've done overall, and then obviously I would have the 6th seed would be probably Cincinnati, the 7th seed, the Mets, and the 8th seed would be the Phillies. It doesn't really matter all that much. And then the 9th seed would be the Cardinals. But let's go to the playoffs. Wild card games. AL, Rays at home, hosting the division rival Blue Jays. I think the Blue Jays offense is good enough to win that in a 1-game series. So I'll take the Blue Jays to win that. The Rays don't really have an ace they can throw against them. And then over the NL and B, the Giants, I think they will be hosting San Diego. And I do like the Giants in that game. I think San Diego's going to be the favorites just because of how hyped they are, especially if Tatis is playing well and healthy. But I like the Giants. I think Chris Bryant's going to have some sort of really good game. Kevin Gausman's going to pitch a great game as the starting pitcher, so the Giants move on. You get Giants, they'll play the Dodgers, and I think the Dodgers probably win that game in 4, probably a 3-1 game. I just think the Dodgers have too many good players. The Giants pitching is good, but they're not going to be able to keep up in the final series against the Dodgers. I do like the Dodgers to win that. They're going to be hot going into it. And then it would be the Braves as the 3 seed taking on the Brewers as the 2 seed. And I would take the Brewers to win that. Their pitchers are just too good. With Burns, Woodruff, Peralta, if it comes, I think that could be a sweep potentially for the Brewers. Maybe it takes a 4th game. In that case, they have other pitchers as well. Obviously the big 3 though, Burns, Peralta, Woodruff. Those 3 are going to probably provide 3 straight wins. So I'm very tempted to give that a sweep to the Brewers. So that would mean the Brewers and the Dodgers would play in the NLCS. Moving over to the AL, back to the AL, the wild card, obviously, I had picked the Blue Jays to advance. They would then play the 1-seeded Astros. And this would be a really fun series, probably one of the better series in the entire postseason because these teams are both really evenly matched. They both have really great offenses and mediocre pitching. I'm going to pick the Astros to win it, though. I think the Astros are a better team right now. And then the other game would be the White Sox. And they would be taking on the Yankees. Yes, the White Sox and the Yankees. Repeat of the Field of Dreams game that we just saw today. That would be a really good series as well. And in the end, I'm going to pick the White Sox. I think the White Sox have better pitchers, and both teams pretty consistent on offense, but I'm going to pick the White Sox. So the White Sox are going to take on the Astros, the top 2 seeds in the AL, and the top 2 seeds in the NL. I really do think those are really the 4 World Series contenders right now. In the end, as much as I want to pick the White Sox and the Brewers, I have to go with the Dodgers to win their series. I think that would probably be a 5-game series. I think the Brewers can take 1, but probably not many more. Maybe they'll take 2. Maybe it'll be a 6-game series. And I think the Astros are going to win their series against the White Sox. Because, the Astros' offense is just so good. The White Sox have good pitchers. Rodon is good. Lance Lynn is good. Giolito is pretty good. Kopech, and then Dallas Keuchel. I mean, that's a solid rotation right there. That's one of the better rotations in the entire MLB. But in the end, I like the Astros offense even more than I like the White Sox pitchers. So I'm going to take the Astros offense to win that in 5 games as well. So then you got the Astros and the Dodgers in the World Series, a replay of 2017. So you know it's going to be good. A good rivalry to have. Good rivalry for baseball. I think a lot of fans are going to like that. And in the end, I'm going to project that the Los Angeles Dodgers will repeat as World Series champions. It's going to be a fun series. Astros are going to take Game 1 over in LA. People are going to get mad. People are going to be angry, throwing trash cans all over the field. The Dodgers are going to take Game 2. Then they're going to go to Houston. They're going to take Game 3. They're going to lose Game 4, so it's going to be 2-2. Final game in Houston, the Dodgers will win it. So it'll be 3-2. And then they're going to head back to LA. Game 6. Stakes are high. And they're going to throw out Walker Buehler. He's going to take on Zach Greinke in Game 6. And the Dodgers are going to win in a thrilling Game 6 to win their second straight World Series by a series score of 4-2. So yeah, there's my updated MLB playoff predictions. And maybe we'll see Drew's playoff predictions. Maybe he'll give his in a upcoming video as well. You guys can compare ours together. There you go. Like, subscribe, comment down below. What would you change? Who do you think is going to win the World Series? I think it's going to be the Dodgers. They're the best team right now. I know they're not the best in the standings, but on paper, the guys they have, just looking at who they have on their team and who they just acquired, Trey Turner, this is such a good team, and I do think they are the World Series champions.